In a while, and I want to give a small update to the account. And along the way, I like to talk about how to properly manage your wheel positions as you do this journey. Now, I have about 289 trades so far in this wheel journey and over $15,000 in profits. I really like to share with you like what I learned when positions go wrong against you and what it takes to manage a specific position. So I think this week was a great example of what I did in order to make sort of like manage my position so I don't get in trouble. So first, I'd like to talk about the Microsoft position. So Microsoft costs like $288 per share. So that means you need to put up over $28,000 just to have a sell a cash secure put on it. So if you want to cover that, so you need a lot of capital. So what I did was that this week I needed a lot of capital, right? Because I ran out of money to sell another put on Microsoft for the next week. So what I did was that I had to close out some of my positions in order to regain that capital so I can use it on another bet. So that's how you do it. At that point of time, I had a AMC cash secure put. So that was yesterday on Friday. It was a $35 put. So AMC this week has been going really well. It actually bumps like quite a bit from 33 all the way to 41. So I was actually in trouble. It was under 35. I was like, yep, I'm going to get assigned, but that's okay. But somehow AMC got a giant bump. And I think all the apes started to diamond hand or probably bought into AMC more. So therefore, AMC started to pump, and now it's like it went up as high as 41. So now it came back down a little bit. I ended up the week at 38.46. That means my AMC was going to be worthless. Now at that point, I was like 95% in the money, right? The cash secure puts that I sold is worth $6. The maximum profit is 51. So at that point, I was actually short like $4,000 for Microsoft puts. So I was like, you know what? I need to close this position so I can regain the capital, and then I can open another put on Microsoft. And that's exactly what I did. I actually closed it early at $6, and my total profit is 45 on this one out of 51 possible profits. I'm totally fine with that. I would like to, like, even though I lost $6 there, I like to think of this $6 as a investment for another position. So that means in order to close this at a loss of $6 out of my max potential, I regained the capital for me to sell another put on Microsoft 5 days away, $265 put. So that's this position right here. So as you can see, Microsoft on Friday, if you look at the charts, it was just kept on going up. So it was a nice rebound. It actually went up $7 in one day. And for that, I got in pretty early, around like 10:30-ish. When I got in, Microsoft was $282. So yeah, somewhere, let's expand this further. Let's see where Microsoft was at. 282, yeah, that's about like around 10:30 when I got in. So that means I was able to sell the cash secure puts right there for $265 cash secure puts for next week. And that ended up being a really good decision. So right now, this put that I sold is actually up 58%. So that's in one day, I'm already halfway to my maximum profit of 97. So I consider that a great trade. So like most of the time in the wheel position, you don't have to manage your position. You just have to sit back and watch and wait. But sometimes you see these opportunities where you can make good use of your capital in order to capitalize on an opportunity. Oh, I see someone is watching my sheet. By the way, this sheet is completely open. The link is in the description. You can see all my trades. You can see it live. If you want to get like alerted whenever I enter or exit a trade, check out this link here. You can mirror my trade in real time if you want, or you click here if you want to learn the wheel. Anyway, so that was one example of management for like capital management for Microsoft. So in order you close the position early in order to get the capital to open another position on something you really have high confidence on. So that was Microsoft. It worked out really well. Now the other position I had to do a little bit of management was Plug. So plug was interesting is that if you look at this position here, I sold a 2-day expiration $26 strike price puts when plug was at 25.73. Now this is one of the few times where I actually sold a puts that's higher than the current price. Because I was just bullish on it, I think plug was gonna close over 26 by Friday, but I did that 2 days ago, and that one gave me a really good premium, a $72 in premium. So I was like, you know what? If I get a sign, that's fine. I can use this premium to offset the cost. But plug ended up like pretty flattish on Friday, and it ended up at 25.57. So that means, if I were to keep this position here, plug, I would have been assigned 100 shares at $26 strike price. So that means immediately out of the gate, I lose $43, 26 minus 25.57. I lose 43, and 72 minus 43. So I still make a profit about like 30 something dollars, but I get to keep 100 shares of plug at 26. So I really don't know what plug's gonna do next week. Looking at this chart, it's not that bullish to me. I think it might drop a little bit more, but I decided to do, you know what, this is a good opportunity. So at that point of time, plug was, this option that I sold was actually in the profit, right? So I was actually up 14 bucks on this position. So I was like, you know what, do I want to own plug at 26 right now, given the uncertainty? So what I decided was that I closed out this position for plug, given the $14 profit. I'll take the money and run. And now I have the capital again. I don't have to be on the hook for $26 strike price. So what I did was I opened another plug position for next week. This time at a much lower strike price of 24. So now I'm basically rolling this option for next week, and the maximum profit for that is $50. So that's what I did to manage. I think this is a pretty good play. 24 is a pretty good support, like down here. It have not like breached that since like July. So I think it's a pretty safe bet. I kind of want to get a lower strike price again at the same time, earn some good premium, and then roll it out for next week. So that's kind of what I did for management. Like you really have to think about, what you're comfortable with. What do you think, like your current position? You get to know like what happens when it expires, and you just have to make a trade-off here. Like even though I lose out on the potential $72 premium that I gain if I hold on to the contract, like I actually I use $58 to close this out. So even though I made $14, I'm actually really happy about this because I'm able to roll it out for next week for a much lower strike price. So this is not likely to hit next week, so we'll see. And as you can see, I didn't do much in September. So as you can see, like September was pretty quiet. I didn't sell much positions because like the whole point of September was that a lot of times September tend to be the bad month where everybody started to sell. And as you can see, like September was terrible for the market. It actually dropped quite a bit. Like SPY went from 450 all the way to 427. So it's not a good month for stock market typically. But I think October is usually like a rebound month. So we'll see. I think I'd be more like liberal this month to play more positions. So I was really conservative in September. That's why there's not many trades, but look forward to that. So again, I have this watch list here the stocks that I watch every day. TradeIV is really helpful with this. Like I'm able to immediately see what's going on in the charts just by hovering over my watch list. And I'm able to get like sentiments for Wall Street bets, and even check out some scanners for Kathy Wood, like what is she selling, what is she buying. It's pretty interesting, and like get all the news analysis. This has like been really helpful to me, and sometimes I even read the Wall Street bets chats to see like what are people talking about. So this is how I catch positions to trade with. But most of the time, I trade positions that I'm pretty comfortable with, that I know how they move. So having a watch list with a list of stocks that you're familiar with their movements is pretty crucial in doing a wheel journey. So that's my advice to you, and I hope you find this video helpful. And if you like it, please subscribe to my channel. Be sure to check out TradeIV.com, completely free. You can set up your own watch list, and you can able to just do quick analysis on all your stocks. Just dock it on the side. You don't have to keep it full screen. So yeah, and check out my trades. If you want to support my trade, my app right here, TradeIV, please be a Patreon. Check out this link here, and you can support us, in the Patreon, so we can you can help with the development of this. So yeah, that's it. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'll see you guys next time.